We'll start with Gail at Sky Sports News, if that's okay.
Sarina, we've learnt that you don't give much away, but on the final whistle, that was quite a lot of emotion. What was going through your mind?
I think I went a little crazy.
I think so.
Yeah, I was so happy. Of course, I'm a human being too. You try to stay calm, but this was so close and such a game. It could go all the way, or both ways. Not all the way, both ways, all the time. So I was so happy that we won it.
What do you feel was the difference in your side that pulled you through?
I think we showed resilience. So we came behind, and then the end of the game, or the end of the game from the 80th minute, we changed a little shape, and we scored a goal real quickly. So then we could go back to the shape. And I think in the second, or in the extra time, at the moment that we scored, we were a little better. I think we were at that moment we were a little fresher, and then of course after that, then they had to come and score another goal. So then they were pushing again. I think for the fans in the stadium and people watching TV, I think it was an incredible game, and also the fans here in the stadium, they were so behind us. It was just really incredible to experience.
Could you have imagined not being there? And if you can just talk us through the moment you realised you would be, because it sounded like it was a little bit touch and go.
Yeah, for me personally, it was also a crazy day. It was of course a very exciting day because we had this game, and it was all about the game, and it's all about the team. But I was still waiting on this last tiny little negative test, and that looked really good from Monday actually, but it's kept on going. So first this morning I was actually ready to go, but then I still had to wait. So at the end, finally in the afternoon I could go. But we had two scenarios ready. One that I would be stay at the hotel and watch there and be connected, and the other one was here. I'm so happy that I'm here.
Do you think you made the difference being here, because you called them in before extra time and you had plenty to say, didn't you? And being able to look your players in the eye, do you not think that might have made just that tiniest bit of a difference?
It's hard to say. I think, of course, I was really happy I could do that. But as a technical staff, we have a workflow that works so well, and we are so connected, and we have so much quality that you never know. But I think then the right thing should have been said too, because we would have been connected anyway.
Thanks, Gail. We'll go to Emma at the BBC, please. Thanks very much.
Yeah, hi Sarina, congratulations.
Thanks.
I just wanted to touch on that in terms of your influence on the team. Obviously you made those decisions quite soon after Spain scored to bring on the substitutions. How good is it for you as a manager when you see those kind of decisions come off?
Yeah, and every game the subs have had an influence. It shows that we the depth in our team. I say it all the time. The depth in our team and the eagerness of every player to come in or to start, because I think everyone shows eagerness. But everyone is also all the time on the same page. So things change, and we want to make a difference. And they as a team, we do that so well, and I'm just really happy with that. So we're all supportive. Everyone knows their role, everyone knows their task, otherwise you can't do what you bring on the pitch. And another thing is that I don't make the decisions by my own. We have a technical staff, we're communicating about what we want to do before a game. We talk through all the scenarios, and during games, okay, maybe we need this, or let's do it. So yeah, that's teamwork too.
Do you think that kind of ruthlessness and efficiency from you in terms of making those decisions, and obviously your staff, do you think that's one of your biggest strengths?
Well, it starts with quality of the players. So we have so much quality in our team that it's easier to make substitutes and knowing that players make a difference. So no, I wouldn't have put that on my name. That's the quality of players.
And just in terms of the support, I know how valuable that was for you in 2017 with the Netherlands in terms of building that momentum throughout the tournament. Is that something that you hope you can carry through to the semi-finals? How important is that for this England team to have that?
Yeah, well, today showed that in this stadium what the fans did for us. I think that was really a home advantage. It was really really incredible to experience, and I think it really helped the players, our team.
Thanks, Sarina.
Thanks, Emma. We'll go to Tom at The Telegraph, please.
Thank you very much. Sarina, congratulations and welcome back. They on the BBC, they delayed the news at 10 to stay with the game and watch your extra time drama. I mean, how hopeful are you that performance and that comeback, are you hopeful that performance and comeback has kind of won over millions of fans tonight? With the way
sorry,
that the
I
team
didn't
played.
understand your question.
In the sense that so many people watched that comeback tonight in extra time.
Yeah, okay.
How hopeful are you that the way the team have played there will win over more and more fans for the team?
I'm still not sure if I understand, but how happy I was with the resilience we showed. I think
sure. I'll ask the question badly. Sorry, but I guess it's not often for women's football to have that exposure on such prime time television. So, but your team took the moment in front of those millions that were watching.
Yeah. That's even nicer because I think today with Spain, who's really good in possession game and a very strong team, one of the favourites I think for this tournament, or was one of the favourites, and we want to play too. We want to play possession game too, so it's a really open game. And I think the level of this game was so high that it was nice to watch. But then you got all the goals, and then we came back, and you had extra time, and then we scored the second one. So, yeah, I think that gave even more boost to this whole game and the whole occasion because we're in England. So I hope we get more of those moments.
And just really quickly, can you tell us how Kira Walsh is? Because she looked injured at the end.
No, I haven't spoken to the doctor yet, but so I'm not sure, but I think it was cramp, not a strong injury. So I think she's fine.
Thanks, Tom. We'll take a question from the front, please.
Hi, Sarina. You mentioned the change of shape when you brought on Alex Greenwood and put Millie Bright up front. Did you always have that in mind as your kind of plan B?
Yeah.
And is that something you can work on the training grounds? Or is it something that the players just have to adapt to naturally?
Yeah, normally we do. And this is, we haven't specifically trained on it now, but we have done it in the Arnold Clark Cup. Mm-hmm. And then we reviewed them, so we had some players knew that this was a scenario. So that's when you have a couple of weeks to train, you have to make choices. But I think the team did really good and executed really well. So, it was nice to see.
And presumably one benefit of that is that once you got the goal, you could then go back into the
Exactly.
original shape.
Yeah.
Did you feel that Spain, having gone quite defensive, struggled to play their way back into the game when it went to 1-1?
Sorry?
Did you feel that after Spain had gone defensive to try and preserve their lead, do you think they struggled to then change the game and attack and try to get a second goal?
No, I don't think they really wanted to defend more. I think they always want to have the ball and attack. I think that had to do with the strengths of both teams. What they wanted to do when we scored the 2-1, that they went probably us higher up and tried to force a little bit too. But they always have lots of players in front of the ball already, and they're so good on the ball, so it's really hard to defend to them anyway. You saw that with the Germany game too. So I'm actually now not sure if I answer your question, but...
It was fine. No, thanks.
Thanks very much. We'll go to Flo at the front, please. Thank you.
Hi, Sarina. I know you spoke before the game about the expectation not to have much of the ball tonight, but when your team did get the ball after equalising, they looked like a completely different team to when they had it in the first half, and they were obviously behind. What do you think your team needed to almost feel like themselves again in this game?
I think we were ourselves all the time. I think we just had a hard time the first half to get press on them. That's what we wanted at certain positions on the pitch. We wanted to press them a little more, but we had a hard time doing that. That also has to do with the strength of Spain, and they did that really well. And then the spaces became a little too big, and that's why we weren't controlled very much. I think when we had the ball a couple of times in the first half, we had some good moments, but the second half more. But I think the second half we were a little more compact in defense too. But yeah, when Spain has the ball, they're so tight, and they're doing that so well that there are moments in the game you can't really control. You just have to try and keep them away from your goal.
And just a word on Georgia Stanway as well, because obviously she got the winning goal in the end, and she spoke after the Austria game about having to play the nasty role, and obviously she was kind of nasty and nice tonight. But how good was she in what she did tonight?
I think we should most of all talk about this team performance, and I think as a team we did so well, and Yes, she scored an incredible goal, and yes, she can do both. But I think as a team, how we performed, how we got back from conceding a goal, and how we forced to score the 2-1, I think that was such a great thing to do from our team. That showed so much cohesion in the team.
Thanks, Flo. We'll go to Catherine at the Mail, please.
Hi, Sarina. Not long before Elatoon equalised, don't know if this is working. Not long before Elatoon equalised, Mary Earps made a save from a cross sort of slash shot that looked like it was going into the back of the net. I mean, she's not had much to do in the group stage, but that was a huge moment for her.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's how tight the game was. It could go both ways, and that's also the level we play on now. We said the tournament is going to be so strong that you can't predict who's going to win and who's going to win the tournament or who was going to win this game, because it's so close. And you just want to get your level and show how good you are. And I think we did that during this game, and we had hard times too. But the same for Spain. And Mary shows consistency all the time for our team, and that's really, really nice.
Thanks, Catherine. We'll call it a night there. Thank you very much. Thanks, everyone.